Hello guys, today we're going to be looking at specific games of the Samsung Cup 2024. The finals have already started and the finals are a best of three, but today we are looking at the biggest upsets of the tournament. So we're going to start recording anytime now. Great. Welcome. Today we're looking at the biggest upsets of the Samsung Cup 2024. And upsets whenever a weaker player defeats a significantly stronger player. And it's a top 32 players in the world, give or take. And keep in mind that all these players are very, very close in level, no matter how much. Their rankings are different by. We defined upsets by their if the weaker player is weaker by 50 ranking slots, or if the ELO difference, the points difference are significant. Actually, let's re-record that. Okay, great. All right. Welcome guys. Today we're looking at the biggest upsets of the Samsung Cup 2024. Now this is the final Samsung Cup round of 32, and all these players are very, very strong and near the top of the world. Today we are defining the upsets by if the two players' ranking difference is 50 ranks or more, or if the ELO difference is 100 points or more. Okay, so the first game we're gonna see is this game, Trajan versus Gu Zihao. And yes, Trajan, the strongest women's player in the world, yet she wins, and it is still an upset. Now, before we start on the game, let's quickly remind ourselves of what happened in the Samsung Cup. Here is the players, and here we have our rankings. So first thing you guys can tell is Shen Jinsou, #1 player in the world, has a much higher rating than the second highest player. So which means if he loses at any time in this tournament, it would be a very good upset. Remember, 100 points, and he is up 160 points over the second player. So the first upset we have today is this one, Trajan versus Gu Zihao, 96 in the world versus 22 in the world. Okay, let's go take a look. Okay, so look at this game. Remember, Samsung Cup is 6.5 points Komi, so the starting the game is very, very close. Neither side has an advantage of any significance. Not like a 1 point advantage, not even. Okay, so white is Gu Zihao, ranked number 22 in the world. Trajan, #1 player, women's player in the world, ranked number 96. Beginning of the game, we see a very popular nowadays, a tanuki of the approach move into the corner. And so here white plays here. This makes a lot of sense. Gu Zihao is by making a stronger corner on the top right, the one stone at R5 is also strengthened as well. Alright, guys, I am using OGS. I uploaded an SGF to OGS, if you guys are wondering. Click Tools, SGF, paste SGF, copied my SGF here. Another way you can do it is to click the Upload button if you already have the SGF saved. And now I have a full OGS account, which enables me to click the full AI review. This does not do too much more than the regular AI review. It's just that as a result of this, I get more playouts, not particularly important. Okay, so this is very popular nowadays, Tanuki of the approach move to the corner, allowing the double approach. Okay, common Joseki, and okay, here. All right, and we're gonna turn on the AI. Okay, and well, there is a lot of numbers. Okay, so this is the next move to this Joseki on the top right. Sometimes black presses once, sometimes black plays R18. Tanuki is also okay, as you guys can see. And here, notably on the top left corner, white has Tanuki'd twice. Okay, and one more time. Wow, this is very, very interesting. And the evaluation is totally zeros, which means both sides have played extremely well in the beginning. Again, not a surprise of any kind. Okay, so here black decides to not only take the top territory, reduce white's territory, and attack white at the same time. So this move makes a lot of sense, E18, and so here white responds by pushing out. There is a cut here, but once the cut happens, black is not able to actually capture white's corner like so. And this would lose a little bit of territory before beginning the attack. So in the game, black would rather continue the attack and keep the cut alive and strengthen herself at the same time as the attack continues. Okay, so this all makes a lot of sense. So here, white is to Tanuki again. So both sides have taken the route of black Tanuki is the top right, white Tanuki is the top left. Very, very interesting and very surprising that it is entirely even at this point. Okay, so here the important move for white is to go back to the left. In the game, white continues to play here. This is a very, very reasonable move. Remember, guys, Gu Zihao ranked number 22 in the world. Shuijin, she has made it to the finals of a major tournament and is currently the number 1 ranked women's player in the world. So while white is slightly favored, all the games are relatively evenly matched. Okay, so black comes out of the top with a slight lead, but overall the game is very, very playable for both sides. Okay, a response, and this shoulder hit is very, very common nowadays. The biggest advancement in modern day is the with the shoulder hit is the popularity of blocking here after your opponent pushes up. Before the Hane at the head of 2 stones was considered very, very bad for the player getting Haned, but nowadays if white's thickness that results from the double Hanes are not too useful, then black is very, very okay with this type of result. And in this case, these stones on the left-hand side is very good at limiting white's further development of the influence of the thickness. Okay, so in the game, white presses, okay, and cuts. This is another advanced tactic in use, very common in the pro level and in the top amateur levels as well, sacrificing 1 stone. So something like this could happen. Atari, and then connect, and then black will be able to capture not one but two stones. But this kind of a sacrifice, as you guys can see, will allow white to make a very large corner, and black's thickness and territory as a result of capturing two stones is self-limited by being very close to the black strong position on the top. So this is not thinkable. It's thinkable, but players of their caliber would never choose something as losing as that. Okay, so in the game, black chooses the very common response here. If you guys are not familiar, the idea of this move is to have a very good slide into white's corner coming up next, and this way black takes the corner and keeps it for herself. Don't worry about the one outside stone. This one stone can be sacrificed, especially if there's no big moyos on the outside. Okay, so in the game, white does capture this one stone via the ladder, and black does play this turn. Why this turn as opposed to anything else doesn't seem like a particularly important place. This turn is making this run out possible. It's a ladder breaker, and after the ladder breaks, all the surrounding white stones are in jeopardy and very bad. So in the game, white plays this move, keeps the stone captured. However, this stone does lose a little bit because the exchange of these two stones, this exchange is favorable for black. Black is very whole and white is cut apart. 1, 3, 4 is cut apart. So locally, this shape is a little bit good for black. Whenever you can split your opponent like this, generally good. However, remember, it would be better if you can threaten either side. It would be not as good if both sides are safe. In this case, white is definitely not safe on the upper side, so this attack is working very, very well. And so, therefore, white may prefer, AI wants white to just capture here. This prevents, as you guys can see, this Atari is Sente. And after this Atari, you can see that white has made, the capture anyways. Black has made a relatively good move here, and white made the capture anyway, and then white plays another knight's move here, which doesn't do too much to help white fix the weakest spot on the top. Okay, so in the game, white does jump out. Black also, this push is very strong as well. This is a double Sente when white answers here. Black is getting a much better result than if white first gets this block. This would expand white's eye space, make white more comfortable. Okay, so in the game, black does get this, and black has a relatively significant lead of 4 points this would be around 90%. In fact, on OGS, we can see this kind of thing. This is 81%. So, AI nowadays is very, very strict because the AIs are very, very strong. So a small difference in points difference is very significant to the AI. So don't worry if you guys are down to 95%, 97%. It doesn't mean that your game is finished. Okay, so in the game, white peeps, black plays the counter-attacking move here, and that is the best move. Very, very nice fight. Okay, the peep, anything else if black connects, pushes here, something like that, all these moves will not affect white as much. Connecting, you might say, next I can push and cut. but black can already push and cut without any problems. Okay, so counterattack, and white pushes and counterattacks here. AI wants this variation. However, after this, white does overall take care of the top side. After, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next, if black wants to attack white, black will have to suffer 2 inside-outside exchanges against white, and the outside stone can be laddered. So white would be totally safe, no doubt. Both players saw this. And this is another common technique, very, very nice. This is what I call plan A, which is sacrificing 1 stone in order to do whatever you want to do. Okay, so in the game, black just extends and then tanukis. Okay, this black didn't connect here, for example. This does seem like a big victory for white, at least locally. If white is able to, at least at last have some strengths in the middle, but black is running away with a lot of territory. Okay, so here game is back to about even, and here black connects, white captures 1 stone. Here white is making sure this group is alive, and black is at the same time developing territory, as you guys can see very clearly with K4. Because white overall took care of both weaknesses, feels like white got out of a lot of trouble earlier. After black played this push, it seemed very dangerous for white. Okay, remember, white is favored over black, ranked number 22 in the world. Black is ranked number 96. Okay, so the game continues, and both sides are electing to fight over the last remaining territory. Here, it's very nice to check out, very good to check out where the both players are fighting over territory. It is here in the middle ground where white can gain and black can also gain. So we're fighting over mutually makeable territory. Many of us would play something like this, something like this, something like here to make a very large territory. But in Go, what seems really large sometimes is not very big. What is big is mutually makeable territory on the corner around here. And so after a few exchanges, white does make this push. This is the AI recommended move. This is territory with 2 stones and thickness. White is now no longer threatened in the middle and the top left. So this is very, very big. And after white finds this move, white actually has a small lead now. Okay. Yeah, let's continue. So here black plays the defensive move here. This also surrounds the left-hand side territory. So very, very nice. And here white also protects the right-hand side territory. Black comes in to reduce. Not sure what this is meant to do, but after this peep is sente, the threat is here. Black does have this potential cut, which means this move is sente. Can't cut now, but maybe cut like this later. So maybe this is black's plan. Let's see if that comes into play later. Okay, the game is very, very close, and okay, a few more exchanges in the middle. One thing here to note, remember guys, if you have some thickness and if you judge yourself to be totally safe, it's very good to tanuki this kind of a move. Okay, so white does do this, and white connects back. White actually has a small lead. Okay, and endgame is played. Okay, white Ataris, and this makes sure that this connect later is a Sente move. The 5 stones is very big, so black will not save this. If white just captures, this connect may not be Sente because we're capturing just 3 stones. This makes it possible for black to play here, 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 and then white would not be able to do significant damage to black. Okay, so in the game, white does gain Sente overall, and then however white does still capture the middle this way. This N13 stone is finally captured, and here we have a small lead going into the end game for for white. And wow. So here there is a ko in the corner in this form. So most likely black will capture like this, and this next move is maybe Sente later in the end game as well. So this is how white can keep a very small lead. But in the game, white elects to play very, very aggressively. Here the move is to play this move. Well, very, very nice, and it was played. Another move would be to block. This is, as you guys can see later, this enables white to gain a little bit of endgame value like this in Sente. 6, 7, 8, 9, white is destroying J3, K3, and so if black plays anything else though, like extend, here white now can have a ko to live in the corner. Wow, this must have been very difficult to answer for black, but black does play this move, and this would not allow white to gain anything at all on the bottom. And the AI moves here, usually these would end up in ko, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This would be a ko to live. And here, if black wants to capture white, this would be white making 2 eyes. However, this is very, very complex, and here white elects to Atari here first. Potential problems with this. So after this move, and then white comes down here to try to live with the bottom group. As you guys can see, if white connects at 1, black is now playing 2 instead of the instead of what happened before, because now black is mostly alive, totally alive in the corner, and in this diagram, white is not able to live on the inside. So here, black has found a way. Cuijing has found a way to come back by totally capturing the entirety of the bottom. Here's a very complicated life and death, but and many moves later, the game is totally even now after black having made 2 outside inside exchanges. C and D doesn't matter too much, but A and B is clearly outside, capturing something on the inside. So very, very nice. And now the game is totally even going into the end game. Now this was probably the most close game out of all the Samsung Cup round of 32 games. Nice. Here, white actually takes a small lead going into the end game. Here black extends here. This was a little bit smaller than the Sente move of L7 Hane. Don't worry too much, let's breeze through the end game. And when did black play this move? Okay. Now black played this move. Interesting. This move is so here white makes a Sente move here. This is threatening to throw in. If white can throw in and get black to connect and get a sente like this, then white would be totally alive. So here, black plays this move, fixes the problem here in the corner, and the game is ever so slightly in white's favor now. They play almost perfect endgame, except wow. Loses a little bit here. Connect is slightly bigger. By the way, guys, if you want to know the secret to endgame, play all the sentes you have and then play the biggest gote you can find, and then let your opponent do the same thing. Okay, so in the game, the reason why this move was not as big as this connect was shown, and it was when black hanes here and then cuts, black is still able to get this hane connect in sente, and so he would have black would have gotten this sente no matter what. Then therefore this connect would have made one more point on the outside. Okay, so after these exchanges, and here white had a very important choice to make. White could continue to block on the bottom, or to block here. Interestingly, blocking here, note how later on it looks like this capture, this Q9 point is filled in, and so this Q9 point is not a point. So destroying the P9 point would not also destroy the Q9 point. And so as a result, in the game, black is able to push here at P9 later to destroy one extra point for white. And as a result, this game would continue almost basically no mistakes coming into the endgame. White connects, and as a result, black wins by having 7 points on the board over white. This is 6.5 points Komi. So after a very complex endgame where it's decided by very fine amounts, at the end of the day, white Trijing was able to win by half of a point. Very nice. I don't here the it's very complex endgame with a lot of Aji inside the side for white, and black held on to everything, and the Aji turned out to be worth only 1 point at the end of the game. Okay, so very exciting, very close. Second, but as you guys can see, both players are very closely matched, and even though this was an upset, it was a very strong players. Both players were played very well. Okay, and the second upset we have come to is another one here. This is Xie Hao versus Kim Yoonji. This is 34 in the world versus 119 in the world. This was probably the biggest upset in the entire tournament, and Xie Hao extremely strong. He went on a 6 or 7 game win streak on the Nongxin Cup, taking out the top 5 players of Korea and Japan, almost totally swept the tournament. So and Xie Hao is a very crafty, big-brained player with who is very good at big exchanges and very creative in the fighting stages. Kim Yoonji, not too well known, but from her ranking as 119 in the world, remember the top women's player is number 96. We just saw her play. She is ranked very high amongst women, very likely ranked number 2 or 3 in the women's world, and so very no pushovers by any means. This beginning is a very complex Joseki here in this corner, and I have seen some players do this against me, and in the game I played here, which is also a possibility. But anyways, the Kosumi, the diagonal move also good. And now black has two choices: connect the bottom to leave a weaker top, or connect the top and leave a little bit of eye space in the form of this capture. So white is much stronger this way as well. So in the game, black decides to keep both sides weaker, which is very interesting. And this is what Hao is very good at as well. Okay. Here white presses. This is strengthening the white shape on the bottom as well as making potential territory on the left. Black is happy doing this as well, making potential territory on the right. And this is a very rare jump into the second line. This is for special cases where you really want to destroy the black territory. Usually professionals elect to go for this kind of a crawling move. Okay, in the game, black expands the middle instead of continuing to defend the right-hand side, and after white extends to the top, black defends here. If you guys are wondering, should I defend my territory or should I go for something else that's big? Whenever your territory is surrounded by relatively counter-attackable positions, it is very important you surround your territory, because at the same time you're surrounding territory, you are also strengthening yourself. In this case, this top right corner for black after the 3-3 Joseki is could be attackable. Therefore, black decides to strengthen this. So this makes sense, and it is a lot of territory. It's 5 lines of territory. However, overall you can see on the board black only has this one thing going on, and usually players do not like, professionals don't like this kind of one thing going on kind of position. Okay, still it's very big, and this is definitely well studied by Hao. I think he played something like this before as well. So in the game, white expands the bottom. Note the direction. This is paying respect to these cuts. In fact, if black cuts here, white AI wants white to sacrifice the 4 stones for the just to keep all the territory. Okay, and here black comes here. Very nice. If white were to move out here, black is going to invade and destroy a lot of the white territory. So this game is it's a very interesting game. Big moyo versus lots of different territories for both sides. And now this move is very interesting. Invading here. Now, if your moyo is very strong, as in you have very strong shapes, then you definitely want to remember, don't surround territory with your thickness. Right now, so no doubt, if the shape looked like this with a 1-2 exchange, then this invasion is totally fine, and making territory like this would not be preferred. In this case, black does have slight cutting points as well overall. So it is also okay to surround this big territory. Note how attachment is also very interesting. And in this AI diagram, black surrounds a little bit of territory on the top and continues to attack white in the middle. The next move is extending here, no doubt, allowing white to have many stones in the middle, and the fighting would continue. This is more preferred if black has strong positions surrounding this stone. So invasion totally good, and here white is respecting the fighting power of black in the top and plays a relatively letting black live safely kind of move. Note how the AI agrees with this, and this AI diagram has black surrounding a very comfortable territory on the top here. And once again, guys, note don't surround the middle because it's difficult to surround the side because it's easy to surround. Okay, so in the game, black just places knight's move, and this allows white to play this move and extend. And this is white trying to destroy black's potential. And here the AI wants white to defend the corner. And if black ends up taking the territory, white would be very happy to just develop. This would really limit all of the black potential on the board, and all the gains that are going to come is going to be white. But we can all understand why white plays this move. This is destroying a lot of territory. Okay, so here after white answers here, despite white moving into black's potential, this does expose some cutting points in white's shape. And here we have come to the original purpose of this invasion, which is to attack the white stone here and make white live amongst the plethora of black stones on the outside. And we have indeed come to this position. And so after this, black continues to attack the white corner here. So after this, this seems like it's going in black's way a little bit. However, now black is on the offensive, which is probably what he wanted anyway. Let's see how the attacks will unfold. And black plays here in the game. Very, very interesting. This is very nice. I'm sure black would really loved it if black could get this push beforehand. This would make black very comfortable on the top. However, when black pushes, as you can see, white would play on the outside, taking care of the group and also expanding white's territory. So very unfortunate. And so when black comes to attack here, this is very, very nice. This is defender's advantage. This is white counterattacks before and threatens black before taking care of the white shapes. This is very, very important for us to pick up as amateur players. And for me as a weak professional, these kinds of sente moves that also strengthen white and also makes territory is very, very important. Okay, in the game, white does get this and continues. The fighting continues. Here, black goes for this cut, and this move totally perfect fighting, and white is now in a little bit of trouble with all these Suri groups now. And let's see how white can come up with something to get out of this. Here, this extend is another sente move. This move is threatening to play this attach and Atari and connect the stones home. And so here, no surprise, white AI wants white to play here. This is the same type of sentes that white played earlier here with C18. It helps strengthen black, makes the capturing bigger, and very, very important for us to pick up. In the game, black connects, and very, very interesting. And here, the reason AI wanted black to play this way so that black would live in place, and this move being sente and live here and then attack white. So in the game, black elected to play a move that gains a lot of liberties, and so this is now gonna transition into a likely a liberty race. Okay, and the move here is to cut, and wow, this is very, very complex. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And this is very complicated. Black is totally not alive. Black does have some sentes like this one. White is gonna live here, and it's we'll have to see if black is able to capture white on the outside. This is very, very complicated. Black has this moving sente or this connecting sente, or even this pushing sente, but it's hard to calculate. And so in the game, black decided to play a little bit more defensive. Hane plays here to make a ko here to live. And remember before, black was supposed to be totally alive. Now black having a ko would makes this this is white's way to come back in the middle game fighting. Very nice, very nicely done by white here, and a small mistake by black. After fighting the ko, let's see, so the end result of the ko was black ends up connecting here, capturing 2 white stones to go home. White captures this ko, which is a lot of territory. This surrounds all this territory for free. So white definitely gains in terms of territory with this ko. Now the only question is, can white survive on the top? And if white does survive on the top, and yes, white would be able to easily survive on the top. There's an eye here at K16 and another eye on the top. There's this sente here, totally alive. So overall, black lost some territory with this ko, and the game now continues with white consolidating the territory on the bottom. And wow, this move here, nice, good job by white. AI wants white to play relatively unambitiously here. And very aggressive, and if this move survives, then totally this is going to be very good for white. So in the game here, black continues to destroy white's potential here. White took a sente move to destroy black's potential in the middle. And here AI wants black to continue inside white's territory, allowing this cut to happen. And yeah, very double-edged here. So in the game, black connects back, likely thinking that there's no other choices. And so here, white again has a comfortable lead going into the end game here. In this fighting, white captures 1 stone, and end game continues. Note how both players have not surrounded, like say black didn't play moves that just surround the middle, like this, something like this. White also didn't really, make, like for example, right now, white did not play something like this and give up the 2 stones in order to surround this bottom. When you have thickness, you don't need to surround the territory generally, and it's more profitable to look for a counterattack against your opponent's shape. And this is exactly what they're doing. So here, a very big lead by white. Very nice. And there is always a cut here that would capture the bottom black stones in ko. No doubt both players saw this. And this is a ko. And white elected to play somewhat safer instead of fighting the ko. You can just feel white's thinking here. Connect do I want to go for the ko? Do I want to go for the ko? And in the end, white does not go for the ko. And the game becomes very, very close. But no doubt white is counting, white is thinking, black is looking at the ko as a way to come back in the game with complications. And so at this point, we head into the small endgame with white slightly in the lead. In fact, only 1.5 to 2 points now. But because white has relatively strong shapes, and at the end, white was able to hold on to this 3-point lead by winning these kos, or let's see who wins the kos. So white gives up on the ko, but white is able to keep a small lead into the end game. No doubt one of the best victories in Kim Young-ji's career, ranked again number 119 out against a ranked 34 player. Very, very interesting game. We saw a very, very classic Moyo versus potential kind of a game. Very interesting. All the black stones surrounded to make one big territory going on. And in fact, if black continued to do this, it would still be advisable by the AI. But yeah, be careful when you guys do this, guys. And especially when you have achieved enough strengths, make sure you are destroying at the same time as you are making, especially after you have achieved a sufficient amount of strengths. And the key to these Moyo games is once you have strong shapes, make sure you go for the mutual destruction instead of mutual making of territory. Once you have sufficiently strong shapes, study the games of Taki Miya, the Sarensei opening, the Legend, Cosmic Go player. Study the games of other attacking, very strong players. You'll see the same pattern. Whenever you have a strong enough Moyo, a strong enough territory shape, they do not spend extra moves to solidify them. They spend the extra moves trying to destroy their opponent's territory, invade, and things like that. And here we saw both players, after having achieved sufficient strengths, not surround their big territory Moyos. And the biggest game deciding moment in the game was here, when this fight was life and death fight. Both sides are severely threatened, and as a result, black only managed a ko to live when black was supposed to have managed a total life. And this ko made it so that black only captured 2 stones for 10 points or so, and white captured also 10 points of territory, but also white was able to significantly strengthen white's Moyo on the bottom. And then afterwards, white used this strength well enough, and see how white allowed black to destroy all the potential territory to the left-hand side, where white had a Panuki, a double Panuki shape, very, very strong shape, and white elected to do mutual destruction against black. And very, very nice. And white was able to hold on to this lead into the endgame without any issues. Very, very nice, and very, very interesting game. Okay, with these two victories by 2 of the women in the tournament, it's one of the very, very rare times when both women went on to win their first rounds in these big major tournaments. Remember, the top-ranked women's player in the world is 96 out of all the players, so a very good accomplishment. We are still waiting for we're still waiting for someone from the World Division or the older players division, like Yu Chang-hook, or the World Division. This time it was this player from Thailand, to win. To win even one game. I don't remember in the last several Samsung Cups, with the world player and the older players, I don't remember any of them winning in the first round. So it makes the accomplishment of the two women's players in this Samsung Cup all the more hard to come by, and they were basically the only upsets of the entire tournament. The only other upset that we had was Ding Hao was later on in the tournament, and the key #1 game of the tournament, it was Ding Hao ranked number 9 in the world versus Xin Jinsou ranked number 1 in the world. And this would otherwise not have been an upset if Xin Jinsou is not so dominant in the world today. Xin Jinsou plays white in this game. Ding Hao is black. It is Xin Jinsou, just by having too many yellow points above the competition, makes this one an upset. Basically, anyone beating Xin Jinsou nowadays is an upset, and that just shows you how dominant of a player he is, and that he loses often as well. It just shows how strong all the top players in the world are. Okay, another note, Ding Hao comes into this game in the round of 8 quarterfinals as a defending champion as well. Defending champion, he having won the last Samsung Cup. So it's very rare for the defending champion to be the underdog in any tournament, and to have this being called an upset is once again just shows how dominant of a player Xin Jinsou really is. Once again, we're using OGS AI. I have a full account, so I am gonna do the full AI review. Okay, nowadays, so beginning of the game, all very even. Nowadays, players do not elect to play this push very much. Here, this is a common old Joseki, and here the Joseki is here, makes this Atari, makes this Sente move and extend. Now this, even though this is black making a big moyo on the bottom, the potential white is doing a very good, white has a very good thing going on the left hand side as well, and it's very well spaced apart. So if you are to continue here, AI recommends the knight's move, where white is not able to play that double hane that we saw in the diagram here. Okay, so the game continues here, and this Atari is the next move, the most severe punishment against white in the top corner of having tanuki'd. This is very common, Atari and extend. In this case, because white's 2 stones here at d7, c7 works well with the top corner, giving this additional strength. This is slightly less preferred than just fighting it out here. And here, in fact, normal Joseki, white extends and then jumps here, taking care of the relatively weaker side. Then, if the other side becomes weaker, taking care of this relatively weaker side. This is very strong, but in this case, because of the 2 stones on the bottom working well with white potential on the left-hand side, white elects to play this kind of a shape, where white gives up 3 stones, and black captures 3 stones. Totally even, no doubt, well rehearsed, well analyzed by both players before the game. And right now, Xin Jinsou plays this crawling move, and note how normally black extends, but right now, because of these 3 stones, now afterwards black would still have to capture the 3 stones, resulting in a smaller capture, and white is a little more happy. And in this case, black plays the knight's move here, capturing the 3 stones in a very big way. And if white moves out, black doesn't continue here, just letting this one group become weak. And later on, when black decides to attack, black would surround corner territory and attack at the same time. With the top territory relatively secure, something like this, white finds a difficult time to survive here and be comfortable here because of the J16, J15 double bamboo, very strong thickness there. So note how black is not extending here because this weakens the 1 stone, allows white some comfort, and black also doesn't cut. This allows white to gain more thickness on the right hand side. This additional gain by white is deemed not that big by black here, is not that big in the middle because black was already very strong. Surrounding more territory in this area is just adding more territory to your strong point, which is not very good. You want your opponent to play where your strengths are instead of yourself. Okay, so white goes into the corner, totally reasonable, very, very interesting, and no doubt this kind of a shape is well rehearsed and analyzed as well. Okay, so totally interesting opening with a big sacrifice of 3 stones, and white is developing very, very fast. And now 2 sente moves here. Why is this move sente? Doesn't seem so important after black having captured 3 stones. This move is sente because this corner hane is sente as well, and this would totally basically totally save, make an eye here for white and make white much stronger than before. Why is this sente? This capture is sente due to this turn, saving the white 3 stones and capturing black. So so this gote move becomes sente because the next gote move and the 3rd move is totally sente. So very interesting shape here. Okay, so black Ataris, no problem. This is very big in territory, as we noted, the next move being sente for white. And so here, Shinjinso goes a little bit defensive and makes a nice space here. Next, also plays this move, totally makes sure that white is alive. Now this is slightly bad because the first instinct for white is to attack black somehow, right? It feels like I am so strong here, but I guess the more that white calculated, the more things like capturing this in sente, having this move in sente, really made it not easy to attack for black. Okay, so with all that said, this is why Shinjinso chose to play this relatively defensive move. This makes white totally strong, and this dedication to thickness is really nice to see. Now, after you make your thickness, look for the players to never play around the thickness. Here, black could play here because this significantly strengthens black, but white would not play very close to the thickness. Okay, one more move. This is a sente move, threatening the left. After this one move, look for white to never play around this thickness. Yes, ever again. Okay, so on the bottom here, white cross, black jumps. Okay, AI move is to extend here. Very, very interesting. So Hinjin plays here and then plays a wedge move. And here it's, okay, after a few exchanges in the corner, okay, here once again AI wants white to play the diagonal move. After a few exchanges here, this strengthened black's connection in Sente, and then black blocks. So this is black's plan, totally reasonable, and white doesn't give an inch, and therefore this will come to head in a life and death liberty race. White can't live. White is gonna cut black, and we'll see about the liberties. Here, actually, black lost a big opportunity here to push, and the move for white is to extend. I'm sure if black knew that white would extend, then black would for sure play. If black knew that this shape would happen, it's very, very easy to play this way. However, black probably didn't want white to be able to play this capture in Sente, and allow white to have the full corner and then to take care of the bottom. Yes, black does gain a very good outside, but this is probably what black was did not want. This is black ahead by 1.7, very interestingly. 2.5. Yeah, hard to. Yes, right. Black would connect, play this. I'm sure the reason was black didn't want white to play 2, 3, 4 to capture. And yeah, very interesting. Yeah, so when white plays 2, don't even play this one. Play this Atari and cut white in Sente. Ah. Okay, this would cut white in Sente, and that is black's best bet. And then the outside is very good. Black transitions from the bottom to the left-hand side and allows white to survive on the bottom. In the game, this was not on Ding Hao's mind, and so he decided to play the game as we saw. Very, very interesting situation here. Okay. Yeah. Again, the push is not difficult for them to see. The whole thing, the whole idea was the total evaluation. Do I want white to survive on the bottom in Sente for free? Do I want to cut the white shape on the left, and so on? It's very difficult, and we can see here even the players. Number top 10 in the world is very easy to miss these very, very complicated positions. Okay, so in the game it's even more exciting, and we have a liberty race, and this is a nice Tetsuji move here. If white connects, there is a ko here. And so here white does not allow the code to happen, and later on black would be able to play this Atari and capture 1 stone for a lot of liberties, as we are fighting liberties here. Without this move, white may do, when black Ataris, white may play here, and this way black would only have 1 liberty here. Okay, so in the game, the game continues, and here black connects here. There's some possibilities of white playing this move, Atari, and then this is the ko. Right, and so here black connects. Okay. Interesting. Okay, good. So here, black makes a slight thing. AI wants black to just connect here. Why here instead of extending? I have no idea. The reason is, just kidding, guys. I always have an idea. The reason is, let's turn off the AI for a moment. The reasoning is, here, black has two good ways to get more liberties. One is this Atari here for the corner. This would give 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then maybe 4 liberties because of the ko. So when white wants to fight with black in this on the inside, white has to play this one. This is just way too many liberties. The second way black gets more liberties is here with this ko. And remember, if there's like a double ko situation going on, this comes in very, very handy. And so why does black not extend? This move gets rid of this ko possibility. And then when white plays here, this, well, anyways, this is Sente for the inside somehow. There is a ko. If white plays here, this is going to be a direct ko. If white plays directly, there's the Ataris and so on, and this Atari. So this move is going to be Sente, and then this Hane is very difficult to answer for black because of all the shortages of liberties. To not lose anything, black would have to play here, and then this is a lot more aji against black, and then even this bottom is only 4 liberties. White has, 3 now, and maybe 4 if black can go in. Anyways, so it's very interesting how in this position, best move is actually to connect is the most dumb connection we can find. Okay, Ding Hao connects here, and white plays this move, and the game continues. Here now, the overall result is black did capture the bottom totally okay, and then white is now able to capture black's left-hand side. Now, gains, losses, and so on, we can tell by the AI it's totally even. Very, very interesting. Left-hand side is a little bit bigger than white's bottom, but black did make a lot of thickness here in the middle, which is valuable. And remember, before, white already made himself totally strong on the middle top left corner, and the corner white is also totally strong. So capturing this group on the left is pure territory. There's no added thickness value to it. That's what makes this relatively even. Territory-wise, white captures about 35 points, black captures 25, but all the ABCD stones are what makes this relatively even. And remember, black did just make a lot of thickness here, so look for black to not play the regular move here. This would be surrounding territory on top of your thickness, and this is not as big as something on the right-hand side. This, even though you're surrounding some territory, maybe 15 to 20 points, but you're also taking away all the effectiveness of your thickness here on the left-hand side, and this loss makes the territory just that much less important. Okay, so in the game, no surprise, Ding Hao, defending champion, plays very nicely on the top, and plays where the biggest points are for sure. Okay, and here this attaches a very, very reasonable move, and normally the only move is to Hane here, and we would have this kind of a Joseki. But right now, remember, black does have this overall very, very big, strong thickness here on the left. This is what makes for example, this N3 move extension, very small, not important, and therefore white can do something else, and this would be again black just connecting to the thickness, not having used the thickness for anything very, very good for attacks. And so here's the normally not good move of making the empty triangle turned out to be good. Black does have to make the next honey connect. This would be white, having more liberties on either side versus black. And even if white just plays this way, this is still just not a loss, because the territory of the two stones is not as big as what white makes on the corner and takes away from black on the corner. So very interesting. And so note how here black gives up the bottom side territory to get Sente, and that is totally correct. And white is not making any territory on the bottom, only destroys some black territory. Okay, so the game continues. White did Tanuki on the top here earlier, and so here black comes in to attack white. Okay. After a few exchanges, white plays here and survives. AI wants white to play this move and then survive. It's a double Sente. Okay. So now black comes to the bottom and starts attacking here. This move is Sente because the next move is here. And then there's a ko like this, and and sometimes black may not even play the ko and just play this way to basically live on the side. Basically live on the side. Okay, so white has to answer, and here black makes a big a move which is deemed to be for sure to be Sente. But the AI wants white to play here, and black still cannot totally live on the inside. Very, very interesting. It's a very complicated shape. Okay, and so here white really needed to, white was back to even, except white really needed to play the maximum capture possible. I am sure that this would not, like an even bigger capture. Very, very nice. So here a small misstep, but it was cancelled out by both sides. Shinjin so just answers, even though this is still from the outside, it was not as bad. And the move is to squeeze, and then later on play just play the here. This is the biggest move on the board. Ding Hao plays here, and AI wants white to Tanuki. Interesting. White did not. Very, very interesting. I want white to play here, and then the top is not alive, but white can run out for a uncertain life. So in the game, white does play here, not bad. This game is extremely close now, even though black didn't suffer from the inside move here. White did get this Q15 in Sente, which was a double Sente point. Okay, so but Ding Hao does recover and play this very big squeeze. This does attack the bottom white, and another slight defensive move of the connect allows Ding Hao to make a potential territory in the middle, and this potential is going to be how much territory is made in the middle. It will determine who wins this game. Very, very close. Okay, so white comes in, and remember, when the game is on the line, top players in the world will never play very, very defensively. Okay, so they might play a little bit safer earlier, this squeeze living and then living here, but when when it really gets to the deciding points in the game, they would play very, very aggressively and very they would fight very, very hard to win the game. Okay, so in the game, black defends the territory, and this is now a super close game. Black jumps here, and then white plays this move. White doesn't even just capture, plays here for the extra connective connection in the middle. Here black peeps. This is now a razor's edge game. White actually has a slight lead, but once white played one more connecting move, the other move, all these other moves are zchenmike moves, and then white would come back to the middle, and the move is to peep here. If black connects on the top, white would fix the left-hand side, and there would be no more cuts. And if black connects on this side, there would be no more problems here. We'll see what the problem is in a little bit. Okay, these are zchenmike moves, and here is the problem. Black plays here. The only connecting move is to connect here for white. Black plays another zchenmike move, another zchenmike move here. Very interesting. This move sets. This move is making a little bit of territory. White destroys it. Black plays here, and then the headbutt. This is a key move. And here, this move threatens to capture the middle three stones. And here's the crucial point in the game. White plays 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. So white plays here. And this is a killing move by black, the game-ending move. It was very, very close, with black having a very, very slight edge. And when black played here, this move cuts the white shape, and it works. It just works because white Ataris and black can extend and Atari, and then connect. And this cuts white from the outside. Note how all the moves black did play before A and B, both of them were absolutely needed. One to stop white from pushing out like this, and 2 to stop white from pushing out like this. And then see here, black already connected at K10. It's like, so both of these preparatory moves were absolutely needed, and white needed to fix here, but white did not, and as a result, the game ends right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Black is able to totally survive on the left-hand side by counter-attacking this middle, cutting this off. The group is zombied to life, and at the end. But this game was absolutely on a razor's edge. Very, very close. Black having had slight leads throughout, so totally deserved. But certainly near the end of the game, white still was. White did have moments where white was slightly ahead. So very, very exciting, and this was a battle of the juggernauts, the defending champion against the best player in the world. Probably the game of the tournament, as the finals haven't played yet. And this is our third. And most important upsets of the tournaments. Overall, looking back at this year's Samsung Cup, the upsets seem to be relatively few in my mind. The two women's players are clear underdogs, and the rest of the players are very, very, the higher ranked players generally won, and the Shinjin So was an upset only because he is the number one player in the world. Ding Hao is also top 10 in the world, so probably anyone else, it would not have been an upset. Overall, the state of the modern tournament, I don't see too many big upsets. Yeah, anyway, so these are our choices for upsets. Let me know if you guys think if I should add to this list. If there's another game you guys think are good upsets. Yeah, let me know in the comments, and let me also know if this type of coverage is something you guys enjoy to watch. And overall, do let me know, is this an upset? This third game, is this an upset or not? And or if well, it's certainly well-deserved victory, extremely high quality of play. Is it an upset? All right. With that said, overall, not too many upsets this Samsung Cup, and hope you guys enjoyed this. We will cover the finals of the Samsung Cup coming up in the next few days. All right. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. All right, we just stopped recording that. We have a little bit of time left. We can I have we can go play on our Fox account. Great. We have a little bit of time left. I should really start exercising more. I recently I took a trip to Italy last week, and I noticeably felt very what do you call it? Breathing was very labored, so to speak. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna start uploading to that thing. We are gonna go start a game. This player has already left. Okay. Yeah, this is a Shinjin So versus Ding Hao game. Let's just play that for you guys while we do that upload. Great. Great. We didn't actually find a game yet. I think we'll play one. I think we'll play. 50. Okay. What happened? Welcome, guys. Oh, push-ups. Okay, great. Thanks for the resubscription. We are now down to. We are, yeah. Need to start exercising, guys. All right. Great. Just putting in some time tags. Our auto match is going. Good. Great. Is this guy gonna play? Oh, he is. Nice. We're gonna play the Buddhist Joseki in the book. Okay, very normal. We're gonna invade the 3-3-2. Not gonna go for the complicated. Not gonna go for the complicated. Same. Okay. Okay. This just seems right. Press down on this. We dare to attach. Yes, yes, of course. We dare to do anything. Ooh, this Atari. Okay. This seems a little bit problematic. This seems a bit problematic. Alright, we let him get the entire bottom. This is for sure to be no good. For sure, this is no good. Yeah, this peep is pretty nice. I think we're gonna go here. Here. Yeah. And then we'll honey. This is the strongest move ever. Okay, we want to connect, but can we play here? Would this be better? Probably not. We just connect. When this cut happens, we play out here. When this happens, though, we'd really like to cut. Wow, a jump, it doesn't even extend. Okay, this it is then. We have to go fight him. Have to extend, but then black has a very nice jump out. Okay, we'll protect this first, and then the left hand side is just gonna have to slide and try to live. We're just gonna have to try to survive this way. This is quite strong, of course. We don't have that many liberties here. I count 4 only. Hmm? Oh, I see. I see. He's giving this up. Do we have a choice? I don't think we have a choice. We're gonna have to not only give up these, we might have to give up these. We do gain a lot of thickness here. And 20, 30. This is a real pain for with this trade. The left hand side here. That's a real pain with this trade. Okay. We're relying on Atari and push to cut black. So black is doing this. Okay, is this Sente? I think that is Sente. But we have to play this way. We have to capture yeah, this move. Squeeze. Black is gonna jump out. That's a problem. I think we can get away with at least squeezing. But now black is gonna hane for sure. One more chance for him to tell him to back off, but he is not, which is expected, which is reasonable. Peep. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60 points for black. That doesn't seem too bad. That doesn't seem like something we can't handle. So 10, 20. Well, we only have 25, so maybe we can handle it. Maybe we will have trouble handling it. Extend would be a full attack. This would be a force you to live kind of an attack. And okay. Just invade or double approach? I think double approach. Unfortunately, black is just totally alive. Okay, first let's see if we can get something good. 60 points the normal way. We have 25, 30 perhaps. With one more move it's 45. If we connect, black captures. We play this Atari, this extend, this move. We'll see. What is the next move here? Okay. Well, we have to push and cut. That's. I see. Black wants to exchange. Very interesting. Is this ladder good for black? The ladder is good for black. Okay. We'll Atari here and move this out. Damn it. Well, this won't be too bad. We did make a lot of territory while he did not. Make this Atari. Okay. Yeah, this connect would have been. If only we could get this block in Sente earlier, that would have solved all of our problems. Play this one first. How about Atari from the back? There's so many good choices. Or there's so many different choices. Okay. So if we can get an attack going on these and then connect here for some end game to make him capture us, and it'll be okay. But black does have 10 more points here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So there's 70 points now. The chasm is wider now. We have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40 points. 50, 60, 70. Interesting. If we make the whole top, that would be enough. That would be enough. That would be enough. Would it be really enough, or would it be like close, but I'll take it kind of enough? Don't know. I see. Well, do we have to play this? I think we'll have to play this no matter what, so... And then we'll have to connect Atari this way. Move out here. Just not enough. Just not good enough. We can cut Atari and then extend, no problem. We're still making the top, which is good. This is a bit of a problem. Next we'll play this move and connect. We have 7 liberties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something like 7 liberties. So maybe we'll connect here next. Let's see what he can do here. Make it real complex. We'll probably jump and then extend and then turn. And then we'll see. You just want to be careful to not lose to these cuts. Not lose to these cuts. These 2 liberties may not be filled, which would be even good, which would be another asset for us. This cut doesn't quite work. Okay. This is really getting into the complications territory. Extend. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What a complicated position. He's destroyed the top. He's safe. We're safe. Now we're going after these. Oh, he just wants ko? Interesting. We'll fight the ko, we'll see what he comes up with. I don't see any good ko threats for black. We'll play here next, and then connect. No, we'll just connect. What are we talking about? We'll just connect. Okay, good. So this doesn't extend too many liberties. Is this good? Okay, we'll play this one. Really commit to the ko. Because he Atari'd here, I don't see any other ko threats for black on the board. This one, not. This one, killing the whole thing here, probably not. Definitely not. So next move, we're gonna capture this. We're gonna keep the top, recapture these, and be good. Wow, this was very difficult, but I think we pulled it through. I think we pulled it off. Yeah, I think we pulled it off, but we'll see. We'll see about this. Atari. This Atari should be good. Okay. So we saved these, captured these, saved these. These didn't die. He is gonna destroy the top, but let's see how much damage it's gonna do. We might end up fighting this ko coming up. Makes a lot of sense. Why don't we just capture this? We have more ko threats, so there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, this should be good. Yeah, Aries, okay, we'll keep fighting the ko. Yeah, I don't see any ko threats from the opponent, so we should be good. Okay, and this time we're actually gonna win the game while we edit one of our videos. This is great. And 20, 30, 40, 45, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 70 to 45, 30 points victory. Good. 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 Yeah. Even if this entirely dies, it'll be totally okay. Entirely. Great. Yeah, right, right. Of course, he decides to not, and this is gonna allow us to live here, and then everything is gonna be good. Let's just be a little careful. Yeah, I just said we're gonna be a little careful, and then we're not very careful, but either way, it's gonna be alive. Okay, good. Okay, anytime now. Good. Nice. Nice. GG. GG. All right. So we would be 2-2 against this guy now in history. Good. Good. All right. Time to go to work. See you guys next time, guys. All right. Time to go raid, I believe. Twitch. Yeah, I think we were very behind early on, and then we just fought our way back. Um, Generally fine. Okay. Yeah, didn't expect that. Yeah, I didn't expect that too. Okay. Anyone streaming? No one is streaming Go, I believe. Go. All right, it'll just be a done stream. See you guys next time.